Would you kindly? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find it? Would you kindly get this?
For the CPU, we chose the most familiar architecture on the planet, the x86, allowing us to tap into over 3 decades of programming expertise. 3 decades of programming expertise. 3 decades of programming expertise.
Do I have everybody's attention now? Rendering all completely irrelevant, I feel a little bit of recapping is in order.
Sony learned, and Nintendo didn't. Look at the PlayStation 3. Sony learned the hard way what happens when you make a machine with alien tech that's complicated and cumbersome to deal with. Third-party multiplats are problematic. Third-party ports are problematic. Making games for it can be problematic. Look back at the Sega Saturn, quadrilaterals. Look back at the N64, bottlenecks. It is what it is, people. It's a fact. Now, a lot of you people over the years with the PlayStation 3 struggles and things like that have always told me it's the developer's fault. They're not talented enough. They're too lazy. They don't have enough time. They don't have enough resources. Whatever the argument was. And pretty much, that is a factor. Development teams don't have unlimited resources. They don't have unlimited time. They do have budgets. They do have deadlines. That is why it's the hardware manufacturer's job to make things as easy, simple, and efficient as possible. See, if you're a third-party developer, you don't have to make games for any particular system. You have choices in the matter. You have options. If you're a hardware manufacturer, you have nothing. The only thing you can do is design a completely different system. And that, people, is what Sony did with the PlayStation 4. So Sony is adopting x86 programming architecture, which is probably the smartest thing they can do. Now you're going to have a machine pretty much that is a PC in a box. And we already know Microsoft's new system, which is DirectX 11 compliant, is also going to be a PC in a box. What does this mean? Direct ports and easy multiplats from PC to Microsoft to Sony with ease. Simple, clean, easy. Even better for PC gamers, games will actually come out on time most likely. No more waiting for GTA 5, it'll come out in the same window most likely. As for console gamers, no more waiting for Witcher 2, no more waiting a year for the Xbox 360 version. CD Projekt will probably be able to port and cleanly switch it over for the consoles with ease. But now we have the Wii U, which is not only significantly weaker, boasting 1/4 the RAM, but entirely different. I don't know if these new Sony and Microsoft consoles are using the GPU, but already we see the struggles it has with current gen. Yes, current gen. So what makes anybody think that it's going to get better with next gen? Now, Nintendo hasn't had good third-party support since the Super Nintendo. N64, tons of droughts. Wii, tons of droughts. GameCube, tons of droughts. Wii U, we're already experiencing droughts. And you want to know why? Back in the golden age, as I call it, 16-bit era, Genesis versus Super Nintendo, Sega releases more in-house games than Nintendo does. But you don't see anybody complaining about droughts on the Super Nintendo because in between every Nintendo masterpiece, in between every big Miyamoto game, you have games from people like Konami, Squaresoft, Enix, Capcom. With the N64, with the Wii, with the GameCube, with the Wii U, you don't exactly have that, people. Third-party support helps pad out your releases on exclusive games, something that Nintendo can't seem to figure out. So, Pikmin 3, Wonderful 101, Bayonetta 2. No release dates, people. There's nothing concrete. Nintendo loves to hang out with Polyphony Digital and Team Ico. They take forever. They're always delaying games. They've been doing it since the Nintendo 64 was called the Ultra 64. They love pushing things back. I remember when they were pushing games back like Donkey Kong 64, Majora's Mask, Perfect Dark Zero. They are not the most timely developers. Even the Super Nintendo will prove that. But now we're in an era where they have no third-party games to supplement their slow as snail pace of development. Not good. So what I'm saying here pretty much is that I don't expect third-party to get better on Nintendo. I expect it to actually get worse for Nintendo. The woes will continue to mount, the problems will continue to amass, and unfortunately for Nintendo, that's how I feel it's going to end up, and That's pretty much not what you should have done and not what should happen. In my opinion, you should have delayed the machine to 2013, beefed it up, built-in hard drive, built-in Ethernet port, but you know what they always say, hindsight is 20/20.